Hi, this is David with Best Rest Products, home of the cycle pump tire inflator that has a lifetime warranty. I'm here today to talk to you about the Helmet Sunblocker, which is a plastic strip that fits on the inside of your face shield and protects your eyes from the glare of sun. Here in the studio, our sun is over here, our studio light. And if I'm riding into that sun, I'm blinded by it. So what do? I put my hand in front of it so I can block that glare, and now I can see what I'm doing. Well, you can get the same effect if you have a beak on your helmet like my Arai XD. So if I was riding, I would tip that down and block that sun. Or in the case of this Arai, I've got a really dark face shield on it. So when this is down, that pretty much blocks all the light. However, I get in low light conditions or riding at night. When I put this down, there's my hand, you can see my hand, but when I put the visor down, all of a sudden it's dark. And I've run into problems at night where I simply couldn't see. I had to run with the visor up so I could get to where I was going. Some helmets, like this Schubert, have a built-in visor. They flip down and there's a dark screen that drops in place. Well, that's great, and basically the Sunblocker is doing what this Schubert is doing. It's bringing down a dark piece of plastic so that you can look into the sun and you're not blinded by the sun. But the Sunblocker is a very simple piece of plastic, and it comes in two different styles. This is the Arai version, and you can see the cutout of the plastic. It's got small cuts right here to clear the visor vents that would be in the plastic itself. You also have the universal version right here. It doesn't have the cutouts. It's smooth. So how do we apply these? Well, you can apply this to any helmet, from my Arai to the Schubert to even a helmet with a pin lock, which is one of those anti-fog inserts. You apply it to the inside, and it's very simple, it's very easy. We're going to show you how in a minute. But before we begin, we're going to be working on this old HJC open face because it would be easy for me to do the work and you would see it on camera. First thing we're going to do is we're going to clean our visor very well using cycle wipes. We're going to wipe it down. We're going to take our buffing cloth and wipe away the residues, buff it, and then finally, before we put the helmet sunblocker on, we're going to use frog spit. Frog spit is the anti-fog solution from cycle wipes. We've done a video showing how well it works. It prevents the inside of the visor from fogging when you hit frosty, foggy conditions. And it's a very easy thing to do, is simply take the towelette and I wipe it on the face shield all the way across, let it dry, and then now when I breathe inside the face shield, it doesn't fog up on me. But we've done our prep. Now we're going to get set up. We're going to put on one of these helmet sunblockers. Now we're going to do the install of the helmet sunblocker. And I've done this in the field without any of these things in front of me. I've just stuck it on the inside, pressed it flat, and it worked fine. But the preferred method is to take a large plate or tray, take some warm soapy water. I've got soap in here. I've heated it up, not to boiling, but just warm to the touch. And then I'm going to take the sunblocker and peel it off and stick it in there and let it soak for a minute. It makes it soft and pliable, and it doesn't adhere like a glue to the inside of the face screen, but it helps it be sticky, I guess you might say. Also, you notice that this is flat across the top and curved on the bottom. Different profile for the Arai. Look at your helmet, see which way it would fit. Typically, the curved bottom is towards the bottom. Curved bottom on this towards the bottom, except the Arai has the cutouts. So I'm going to take this universal, I'm going to peel it off the card. I'm going to let that sit for a minute. They say give it a minute to soak. So it's been about a minute. I can feel that this is nice and soft and pliable. There's no front or back to this piece of plastic. There is an up or down. If you get it upside down, it doesn't really matter. But there's my piece of plastic. I'm going to take it out, lay it inside the helmet visor or shield, get it where I want it to go, eyeball it, looks pretty good, and then I'm just slowly going to take and press out any bubbles with my fingers. I'm also going to start to blot out any of the water, the soapy water, and every time I touch this or blot, it moves a little bit, but that's alright. I just reposition it to where I want it to be. You can use two hands to do this. It would probably be easier to take the visor entirely off, but for this video, we're just going to leave it in place and get it positioned. Alright. Now I don't know how well you can see that. Put this inside so you can get the contrast. You can see that I have the helmet sunblocker in place inside the face shield. Now what I have to do is let it dry for an hour. Now, you know, that's ideal conditions. I put this on the night before I go on the ride. But like I've said, in the field, I've taken these out of the package. I've stuck them on using a little bit of spit, literally, and put my face shield down, and off I went riding for the rest of the day. So, if I were to have this on, I would now have the equivalent to a Schubert drop-down visor or insert. I would have the equivalent of a beak on my Arai XD. I would be able to block that sun and it would protect my eyes, and I would reduce eye strain, all with this little piece of plastic. I can take this helmet sunblocker and remove it and put it on another helmet in an hour. Today, tomorrow. I don't like it today, I want to take it off. All I do is I reach inside, I catch the corner with my fingernail, and although it's going to move around on me now because it's still wet, this will peel off very easily, leaving no residue. I put that back in my tank bag, and I can reuse it on another helmet at a later time. So I can move it helmet to helmet, use it if I want it, not use it. You know, there's a lot of potential for this little product. It's easy to use. I've used it for years myself. I think you'll like it. This is David with Best Rest Products, home of the Cycle Pump Tire Inflator. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the trail.